How is that looking? Yo, yo, yo. We good? I think we're golden. Start recording. Very good. Okay. Esoteric Ebb. Previously, we were actually... Oh, press continue here. Never noticed that. We're actually in a little dungeon. We're halfway exploring it. We just met a skeleton. And by met, I mean we killed one. Yeah. So. What was this again? Yeah, we already interacted with that. So we could go through here, which is the door that we... No, this is the door we just opened. Oh, okay. A shard. Take. Hello? A coffin? Hey, bud. Stepping into the hidden tomb, you see a colourful display of twinkling light through the gloomy and dusty air. An eerie altar, placed on top, a skull and several colourful gems. Valuable too. And shiny, take one. You can get it appraised by someone downtown. The skull is a sign of death. You say that about everything. Don't touch anything. Whatever esoteric effect is in place here, do not disturb it. I kinda wanna grab it, dude. I kinda wanna grab it. I don't know what to tell you. Grab the skull. The second you place your hand on top of the skull, the gems begin to glow. Oh, okay. A blast of necrotic energy fills your veins from your palm going up to your heart. Despite this, you cannot remove the palm. It is glued to the skull. Stop, cleric, stop. Scream and shake the skull. As you do, a shriek fills the air, followed by a shrill voice. Put me down, Halon Bondevol? Keep shaking. After 2 more shakes, the skull pops out of your palm, the necrotic damage on your flesh fading. The skull bounces against the wall before stopping suddenly mid-air. As if lifted by some invisible force, the bejeweled skull rises from the altar. Its gleaming eyes twinkling in this light. Its jaw chattering, the noise caused you to recoil. Death? No. No way. An unending wave of dread falls upon your essence. An esoteric force is entering your mind. Earth, protect me. Protect you? The goblin tries to grab you, but he freezes and Wee. What the hell? He falls to his knees. You barely stand. I can't move. The dread, you resist it. The skull's jaw stops chattering. As the noise disappears, you feel in control once more. You wake me up for some trifling bullshit? You a trifler, huh? It clicks its teeth together. I'm a rogue? I'm a great wizard, nothing else. Please stop making that sound. What's trifling? No, we've been doing that. I'm making a damn sound I like here. I'm the cleric. Cleric, eh? A cleric of a dead god. The body cannot sustain this undeath. The skull lets out a howling laughter as it shudders about in the air. Can I? Cure wounds? I'm gonna prayer of healing, actually. Yeah. I am Necrolord Bendervol, Crypt Keeper. Wahaha. Necrolord, that is a title of Old Dominion. You've been unfortunate enough to encounter here a remnant of the arcaneness left to decay into this mad form. A demi-lich. A horrifying creature, a lich fallen into a state of insanity and decay, rotting into nothing but a skull. It is in many ways the dangerous variant, for its madness is as unpredictable as it's dangerous. You're a great and horrifying lich, yes. He does not consider himself decayed a sign of madness. I don't want to punch the skull. I don't want any trouble. No trouble? Boring. What do you want me to do? Look for trouble? Be an asshole? At least that'd be interesting. Wimp. He rattles a laugh, slowly spinning in the air. Viskin, let me know all about your little situation. Hold on, you know Viskin? Of course, the Demi-Lich clicks once. You're not very necromantically entangled, are you? Not really, no. I can see that. You see, I'm not just a horny wizard. The skull drops down and flips around on the table. I'm a goddamn mage? You hear the goblin groaning. This lich is surprisingly not a threat. For whatever reason, his intentions are far more sinister. He intends to teach you something. Trained in the arts by Hagen Dim legend? Sent to fight on behalf of the greatest empire in the history of yours, Arseprint. Necro Lord is not some title. It's a calling, a dream of undead supremacy. One day it will be reached. You're the lucky one here, for I will help guide you to string attunement. Why should I want to learn necromancy? For one, you'll be able to cast Speak with Dead without trouble. You'll also gain an appreciation of the subtle art of death magic. Doesn't that sound lovely? Yes, it does. Yes, indeed. How did you end up like that? Like what? A lich? Ah, that. Long story. I've been around since the 300s. Divine era? No, I'm not that old. Come on. The Fade era. I meant to press Fade. The Gate era has been over 4,000 years ago. Do you realize how few relics... Yeah. What? The Fade era. Oh, it's literally the last one. A skull pauses its rotating and focuses on you. I'll talk your skin off, cleric. Who taught you necromancy? A ghost, actually. Haunted a ruin outside my father's farmstead. Led me to my first spellbook, told me how to pull strings, and fast-tracked my spell slot accumulation. Eweline Prax, a wonderful, crazy harlot. Where is she now? The skull does a spin. She was captured by a high-ranking exorcist after I built my first squadron. Last I heard, she was part of some Freestrider trade prince's personal collection. Kept her in a bottle. Like she's a genie or something. I would have gone with a fancy box myself or an urn. You have any kids? A dozen or so. Productive. Thank you. My wife, Akalia, ex-wife, was a prominent member of the MRS. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Whatever. Yeah, right. What happened to your kids? Some of them survived the fall. My blood wasn't prominent enough to be lineage persecuted among the Freestriders. At the same time, it's not like they received any inheritance. Logically, I should have some great-grandchildren scattered around Diminatori. So, yeah, whatever. Cool. Good talk, bro. Tell me about Viskin, dude. How do you know him? Lovely bastard. I gave him a serious case of... Testicular torsion? Okay. The skull lets out a maniacal laugh. Cringe, yeah. We had a little war going on. I had just left my position at the Fortress of Verdun. It was 30-ish years, I believe, right where your Earthfolk had begun growing quite bold up River Torna. So I decided to sneak up into your city here. That's when I saw him. An old opponent, Viskin. I immediately remembered his ugly mug and his rotten soul engineering. How old is Viskin? Maybe 100 or two? Either way, I decided to kill him and take his place among the mortals of Norvik. A couple of magic duels and assassination attempts later, and we're at a stalemate, although I'd consider it more as me just getting tired of hunting him down all the time. Him and his goons. Our battle came to an end, though, when a local vampire started messing with us both, threatened to expose us, so we joined up. Team up of the century, or that decade at least. So vampires are real? Of course they are, they were just way more careful these days. The skull bounces around together, however, the vampire was easily eliminated. In the aftermath, we decided to work together. Viscount even helped me get this sweet alcove. We shared research from time to time and worked together to figure out the mystery of... He stops. I'm getting ahead of myself. The mystery of what? What's that about research? Nothing. That's nothing. He says nothing more. Who was the vampire? Thomas Darrow? Was his name, a nobleman, which made it much more dangerous. We cut him down without anyone suspecting a thing. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but hey, who cares? The The mysterious death of Thomas Darrow was written about quite extensively in the magazines about 15 years ago. Wasn't Darrow the name of the person that approved the... Is it the mayor or something? Or the equivalent? Thomas Darrow said that's what happened to the lost uncle of the Darrow house. Yes, okay. Alright, did you turn into a skull in that battle with the vampire? A skull? He makes a motion that could be interpreted as a shrug. I'm a bit bony, but a skull? Don't be preposterous. The Demi-Lich is clearly unaware of his own situation. He's either deluded or there is some esoterical effect placed upon his memories. A memory-altering spell by Viscount, perhaps? Maybe. Do you know anything about the tea shop? Nah, fair enough. Nothing really. Fun that it exploded, though. Yes, very fun. I love it when tea shops explode. Right, fun. It was probably a rogue wizard or some kind of magic item mishap. Necklace of fireballs from... Yeah, right, fair enough. That used to be common? Not every day a village exploded in a fireball. Those necklaces were valuable, but sometimes someone smuggled one away from the front lines or off a factory floor. I was never too into evocation magic for that reason. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, sure, tell me about the election, dude. It goes against my ideological beliefs to vote. Democracy doesn't work, never has, never will. I mean, I do and I don't agree. Why do you say that? Tell me. People are just too stupid, on average, statistically. Magocracy or technocracy might work. Hell's even oligarchy has its uses. Just look at the free striders. But real democracy is foolish. It might help launch these other, more powerful forms of governance into speed. But real permanent democracy, a shit show. Just you wait. Have you seen real democracy in action? What form of governance do you prefer, then? Magocracy, yeah, fair enough. Dominance by those with godly arcane powers brings intent and fortune to the world. What about the Coast War? Survival of the fittest. Insanity. Only reason it didn't have magocratic winner on top afterwards was because of yours inebriating ebbing. Ebbing what? Of course. You haven't heard of it? The Esoteric Ebb? He's speaking of the lack of powerful magic in our world. The lack of magic. We can talk about political theory all day, but if the ebbing had not occurred, the Arcanists would still rule the coast. There is no argument to be had about that. Sure. Alright. I hope magic returns to what it was. Then we hold the same dream one day. There is a deep question here. This Demi-Lich holds much knowledge despite his mad nature. Ask him, what is Ebb, truly? What do you think the Ebb truly is? The Demi-Lich swirls around in the air before landing down on the altar. I say the same thing most rational arcanists said back when it was first discovered. Yor is alive. He is haunting us, taking away what he gave with his strings. As a joke or punishment or a gift, who knows? Personally, I'm furious at him, if he is indeed still here watching us. Interesting. Think it's interesting, internally. Alright, I'm heading out, dude. Should I? Yeah. Cleric! Should I do this? It's impossible. No, never mind. Even with double advantage, it's not happening. Alright. Good to meet you, dude. Take it easy. Well, that was fun. Also, the way he's been tucked away in here as well makes it very clear that he hasn't been, like... He's been tucked away by someone to not engage with the rest of the world. Oh, I need some type of key. Alright. Oh. The roots. The city below... The city. Okay. This is pretty. Hey, dudes. Cool, cool. Let's do this, quest. Where's this new quest, sorry? Um... Huh. Okay. I thought we completed a quest, it said. Shmoo. Alright. Beware monsters? Okay, I'm not gonna... Whoa. Whoa, dude. Stepping in front of the petrified person statue, you get a sudden sense of paranoia, as if someone is listening in. It's difficult not to. You're very loud. Who said that? Over here, buddy. By the nose. That voice must be some kind of telepathy. Find the source. Look down. Your eyes land upon the nose of the stone statue. At the very tip, you see something tiny and unremarkable. A simple ant. Unremarkable? How did you hear that? We might be tiny, but trust us, we've got a bite. Okay, you can hear my mind, right? Aren't you just absolutely adorable? Stop calling me weird things. We are one of many. Freaking great to meet you, buddy. Are you an esoteric ant? You can call us one. We didn't really used to have a name since we're a hive mind, so one will do for now. Good to meet you, one. Yeah, good to meet you too. The goblin stares at you, then stares at the statue. You having a moment or something? I'm talking. Shh, Snell. I'm talking to an ant. Of course, I apologize. It gives you a worried look. What do you want, ant? We need your help. But we were driven from the area a while ago, but we left me behind. We left me? This whole identity thing is really new to me. I've never been disconnected from the hive for this long before. It's really difficult. I wonder if I could join a hive. With that uniform, it looks like you already have. Damn. But if you help me out, how about we give you something in return? That sounds like a quest, dude. I like quests. Okay, sure, it's a quest. We know the location of a secret stash. It's buried in the Undercoast Path, like below this place. Below the city below? Right below it. That's loaded. Sure is. The Undercoast Path is, well, it leads all the way down to the Undercoast. Right past the gravity flip, although you won't need to go that far down. It's too dangerous for someone like you anyhow. A single cranium ant is not dangerous. Their psionic strength is counted en masse. 1,000 of these are required to do anything beyond normal ant-sized power moves. You mustn't help this creature. Or you must help this creature. It is asking for your help, and it would really not be that much of a hassle. Be nice. Carry the ant. What are you voting for in the election? Election? Oh, I've heard about that. It sounds like your kind's way of trying to emulate our hive-mindedness. You know, everyone's getting to voice their opinions, leading to a unified direction. Tell you what... Except you get to think for yourself. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Suppose that ain't too bad. Although it sounds inefficient as all hells. Although I imagine it's a bit different if you actually get to have an individual mind on things. You know, think about it yourself, by yourself, with yourself. Do you know anything about the tea shop? Yes, good. The ant might have picked up something interesting about the explosion. Explosion? Oh, so that's what that was the other day. Whole cavern shook. Crazy stuff. Ant clearly doesn't know anything interesting. Fair enough. It's an ant. It's not fair. I'm real perceptive, you know. There was some stuff happening after the shaking, I'll admit. A human in yellow clothing went past the fruits. He did something esoteric to the hairy brute to get in. The hairy brute? I assumed he'd come back screaming from the south tunnels, but never saw him again. That's all? That's it. Alright, let's go, dude. Yay! Cool. You're a real cool guy, buddy. We'll be sure to remember you as one of the good ones, once I get back, that is. Question time. Oh, questing time. You should go down below to the Undercoast Path and then talk to the ant. Just pick him out of your pocket when it's time or something like that. Done. The wizard? Okay. Hey, dude. A figure stands before you, frozen in stone, completely petrified. Their arms are raised defensively, hands covering their face. A posture of pure terror. Basilisk. Nasty way to go. Why do you guys just have these statues in the area? We don't make the rules, cleric. The old lady would love to clean these up, but there are laws against it. This is designated as a dungeon area. Not as in a jail-type dungeon, but as in dangerous monster territory. So if we find them petrified, no matter how old, we're not allowed to even touch them. Only clerics can do that. Ah! And we don't have clerics with spells powerful enough to reverse basilisk victims. Anyway, try not to break this poor sod. Examine the figure. Details are perfectly preserved in stone. Look at the robes. Ornate robes with arcane embroidery. A wizard. This style is old, decades, maybe longer. Look at the cloak. There is a rectangular shape pressed against their chest. A book clutched beneath the robes. It has been turned to stone along with its wielder. Try to see the book more clearer. You peer between the stone folds. One page is partially visible. The text upon it is still somewhat legible. Stone does not completely obscure ink. If the pressure was hard enough, lean in. The handwriting is crammed to wizard's notes. Most of the page is obscured by the angle and the stone. One phrase stands out clearly, written in bold lettering at the top. Master Hagen Shags, I will learn. Ayush! What genre is this? This is a CRPG. Think if you've played Disco Elysium. Is it a CRPG? I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like, yeah, Disco Elysium. I'd say it's CRPG. Lots of decision making, investigating. We're trying to figure out why the tea shop blew up. A formal phrase like a student's oath, or a passphrase. Hagen Shags. I feel like we've seen something that has... That is the name of one of the greatest houses of Arcanus and Old Demeanor. You commit it to memory. Cool, dude. Oh! My bow? I take? Dexterity and Constitution? Actually, this mace is really good for us. We're keeping that. Hey, bud. I'm just grabbing something real quick. But yeah, it's called Esoteric Ebb. I'm enjoying it. Looks like you got a fun little face. Let's not go this way yet. What do you got for me? Go on, tree. Lord Pooh, among the tangled mess of vines and mossy rocks, you see the thick roots of a bracken tree. They crack open the walls and ceilings of this half-dwarven, half-anticipalian chamber. The natural retaking the artificial. It is beautiful. Hello? The tree does not respond. It is a tree. Alas, I don't think it's got a mouth or a brain. I'm guessing you could talk with it with some magic. Then again, I'm no expert. I thought he was about to say me. Look beyond the roots. They are thick and create a... I thought you were like... That was a metaphorical thing. Whatever. They are thick and create a vast, tight forest. However, something is there. A space between the roots. Touch the roots. Oi! Move on. More or less. The roots go deeper. Much, much deeper. Meanings... Oh, this is the passphrase we got from the druid. Meaning Sesika's Puni. The roots slowly, but ever so slightly widen, revealing the goods within. The cache has been revealed. Lord Pooh appears to allow you to loot its cache. Thanks, Lord Pooh. Appreciate you, dude. Oh. I have bark skin now. I don't want to brag or anything. I don't want to go where it says monsters. Let's go the other way. Yo, what the hell? What are you, dude? Homie. Look how many rats I've got. I'm rich in rats. Let it be known. That's a snail shell. Yeah, it's blocking the way. A gigantic hail snail? The air itself grows freezing cold as you head deeper into the tunnel until you find the passage blocked by a spiral shell. A hail snail, a small icy mollusk spread in esoteric weather events, often wreaks havoc on crops and roofs alike. Small? It's not small, dude. It's massive. It is massive unit of a hail snail. It fills the entire eastern passage. He's just a little broad. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a big thing. The hail snail moves its thick head. The blue eyes. Stalk's focusing on you? Probably. What are you looking at? It does not respond. The goblin waltzes up to it and looks at it up and down. He looks almost proud. This big guy's been here for months. Last time I was here, he was facing slightly to the left. Moving closer, you do see that the snail is moving. Maybe 10 degrees or 5, not very fast at all. The frozen mucus slowly melting around it indicates a pattern? Yes, it is attempting to rotate. By hail snail standards, very, very slowly. It'll be done by next year probably. Then it'll head straight out of the tunnel in another 1 or 2. Why have I got a little colourful icon down the bottom here? Does that happen often? I haven't noticed. I want to pet the hail snail. Why? A lovely sentiment, but it could hurt you quite a lot. Frostbite is no joke. Pet the hail snail. Do it. You reach forth and place a gloved hand upon the teal mucus-covered shell. It is hard and the air is freezing cold. Your hand begins to burn. Pull back. Do you have to touch everything? Yes, I do. I have to touch everything, dude. I figured it was clear by the bone frigid temperature that it'd be really stupid to pet a magical ice snail, but that's just me, dude. A deep clicking emanates from the eastern tunnel. The hail snail speaks. Oh, is that what they sound like? Rub your frozen hand? By the gods, yeah, don't get him angry. We like this guy. The snail is not angry. No, those clickings, they are happy noise. Talk to the animal. I gotta speak with animals. Yeah, dude. A deep clicking... Everyone, we're talking to snails. A deep clicking emanates from the hail snail as the spell's esoteric tingle fades. A clicking that slowly transforms into a sentence. Little guy, you are friend? Yeah, I am friend. Friend. The snail's muttering echoes through the cavern. I am Reckham. Lord Reckham Namu, you stand before a solemn soul. Why is your soul solemn? I am trapped. The cold, it holds me. I sleep, but not sleep. Esoteric ice binds me. My children, they sleep too. We cannot move. What are you the lord of specifically? Lord of my escargotoire? My children, 6 is... You're lord of your children, I guess. 6 in number. They are small still, but they will grow, as I have. How did you end up here? I fell asleep in this hallway months ago. When I woke, I was growing larger and larger, and colder. The esoteric cold, it feeds on itself. Now I cannot move. Cannot warm, cannot wake? A tragic loop. You might be able to help. This is a quest, dude. If you understand the esoteric pockets well enough. Snell, I understand your hardship, but do tell me, who are you voting for in the election? The election? What is election? It's when people choose their leaders, Snail. Choose? We do not choose. The strong they lead, the old they guide. This is the way. But if I must vote, I vote for whoever helps snails. We are forgotten. Always forgotten. Do you know anything that could help me when it comes to the mystery of the tea shop? Tea shop? I do not know this. I know only cold and sleep. Okay, that's all I wanted to ask. Latest. Could I break the esoteric effect causing the snail lord's hibernation? You have a feeling you could. Yeah, dude, look at that. Because we pet him, -4 DC, and we have Druidcraft, it's -5. Let's do it. You focus on the esoteric strings, the ley lines connecting the snail to the pocket dimension. There you see it. Your body warmth, your presence. You press against the barrier, the pocket shutters. Then shatters? The esoteric ice begins to melt, slowly, very slowly, but it's working. You did something. Yeah, I broke the esoteric effect. Oh, so that means it'll move away from the passage? Yeah. Right, that'll make Lady Sagely very happy. He groans. He would have preferred for the snail to remain, but he will not complain about it beyond these guttural noises. The snail lets out a blubbering clicking noise. Other sounds echo from deeper in the hallway. His family is awakening all together now. You should return later after a rest. They'll be done by then. I'll leave them to it. Cool, dude. Good stuff. What's this? Wall past the root. You approach the wall. This is it. This is the sealed entrance. The one the cultist wrote about. You know the phrase now. Time to test it. Hail Usuth, may fire sweep the coast. The draconic words echo into the chamber. Ave Usuthe ignis litis verat. For a moment, nothing. Then the wall begins to shimmer, and then flash. The stone ripples like water and vanishes, revealing a dark passage. Very good. I've convinced you? The trove of Esuth awaits. Very good. Wow. Hold on. What do we got? It's just this? Yeah, well, that's exactly what I said, dude. Who damn? Not every day you get to see something like this. Tucked away in the remnants of an overgrown and most likely esoterically shifted apartment, you stand before the skull of a dragon. How did this get here? Not just any dragon. The size of it indicates a formidable age. This is an ancient dragon of the Fade era. You can feel it. This is not some regular chamber. This is a place outside the material. Is this an esoteric pocket? Yeah, the entire ruined apartment exists within one. A rather stable one at that. What kind of esoteric pocket is this? It is a jungle pocket of some kind. It appears stable for now. Very esoteric. Jungle pocket? Overgrown walls and strangely ambient light makes it obvious. This is a sliver of land from some ancient time. Probably Fade era, maybe Gate. Okay, let's try it. Very good. The cranial structure is remarkably intact, as is expected of this pocket. Highly dense as well, cross-sectional analysis of the exposed fractures show minimal trabecular tissue. From what you've read on Dragon Bones, this is a fascination. Among certain scholars, these are authentic for one. The dragon Kratos killed? Yeah, 100% dude. I actually could finish God of War way too late, the most recent one. The sutures are completely fused, full skeletal maturity. And the size appears to point towards a mature age. Somewhere between adult and ancient. Okay, I don't know what the difference is. A red dragon. More importantly, you notice something lodged in the posterior maxilla. Something in the sinus cavity. Reach into the sinus cavity. Careful. Don't stick your hand in too deep. Who knows what's lurking in there? That's true. Your fingers brush against something cold. Metal. A key to nowhere. Wonderful. We can get to nowhere real quick, dude. Covered in moss and rust. Ancient. Esoteric. It tingles in your hand. What did you find? He cranes his neck to get a better look. A key. I'm just showing the key. Huh, rusty. Then you hear it. A sound. Scraping. Shuffling. Coming from inside the skull. Get ready. Snell already has his sling out ready for... A goblin shoots out of the eye hole of the dragon. Who is this? Domhnall the Lost? A goblin. His eyes covered by a pair of faintly glowing spectacle goggles. Around his head, a helm of sorts. Rusty scrap. What you see of his face reveals deep wrinkles and covered in dust and bone fragments. An old goblin. What are you doing in my place? Snell takes a step forward. Hey, this is halfway territory. Identify yourself. The old goblin drops to the ground with a thud, joints cracking. He's wearing what might have once been clothes. Now it's mostly rags. His eyes are wild, feral. This goblin has been alone for a very long time. I'm Domhnall, and you're in my territory. I got here first. His eyes lock onto your hand. The key. My key. He points a gnarled finger at you. You didn't just steal that, did you? Snell, you don't know this guy. He doesn't know every goblin. It's racist. Finders keepers. Thieves weepers. He stamps his foot. Give it back. Give it back now. What does the key open? His eyes narrow. Wouldn't you like to know? It's the key to the greatest treasure of Esuth's hoard. What did I say? Horror. Who are you, dude? I'm Domhnall. This is my apartment. These are my dragon bones. This arsehole cultist already came through here once, poking around, and now you? Cultist? Yeah, one of them at least. Came through here, I don't know, a few weeks back? Cult robes, culty chanting, bad vibes. How long have you been here? He scratches his head, dislodging a small cloud of dust. About a year, maybe? It's been way longer than that, dude. A year? Give or take. Snell, we should help him. The old goblin hisses. He's hissing. The old man is hissing. I can hear that. I don't need help. I need my key. Snell, look, old timer. You've been stuck in an esoteric pocket for God knows how long. Come with us. The halfway bridge tribe can... I'm not going anywhere without that key. His spirit has been here for far longer than he believes. We'll send someone down for him eventually. For now, let's just not lose any more time in here. Should I give you the key? I know where it goes. I'll give it to you. Fine, take it. You hold out the key. The old goblin's eyes light up. He reaches for it, then stops. No, this is a trick. You're gonna grab me, take me away from my home? Drat, you foiled my plan, darn it. Now I'll have to keep this key for myself. Try to sound sincere. Poor man. Years of isolation have broken his mind. I'm not trying to trick you, dude. That's what a trickster would say. He unfurls the scroll with shaking hands. Oh, what the Manus Arcana? What? These are not the correct words, but it appears to activate nonetheless. The key rips from your grasp. Let it go back to him. Or should I just re-grab it? Damn. Too fast. It flies through the air straight into Domhnall's waiting palm. A scroll of telekinesis. He clutches the key to his chest. Mine! And then he leaps. Back into the eye socket. Scrambling, scraping. Gone. Should we go after him? Into the skull? Look, I'll report it to the old lady. We'll send a team down here eventually. Poor bastard's been alone too long. He needs, I don't know, professional help. Stare at the skull in silence. The eye socket stares back. Empty. But not really. Let's just leave. Let's go. Oh, so what did I get from this place? I got nothing. It's not gonna... Okay, let's go. Yeah, very Disco Elysium. Yeah, they straight up said, like, this is, like... Yeah. It's D&D Disco Elysium. Give me. Boop. I got 1 exhaustion. We should do a short rest. Very good. Now let's go see what this snail's been up to. Managed to restore 1 first level spell. Yeah, fantastic. Cool. Hello? Moongall? Human, a hairy beast towering over you, its face contorted into a stern and probably permanent frown. Watch yourself, this is Halfway's territory. This is a bugbear. They are most common in the west, living in the rough lands between Fordnip and the VK. She notices Snell with you and gives a nod. Runner? Hey, Moongall. She nods in your direction. This is your cleric? Seems so, yeah. I thought you'd be taller, she says with a scoff. I am the cleric. Nice to meet you. The bugbear places her hands on her weapon. You have become what many aspire to be, a devoted cleric. Do not cause trouble. I'm not causing trouble. A morning star. Is it for you? A club. She will not use it. Hey, do you have any info about the t-shirt? I felt a slight rumble in the earth. I was down here guarding the roots. So nothing too out of the ordinary then. Nothing I have to tell you, human. Have you seen a man in yellow pass by? She grunts. Grunt back. I did! Yay! Are you looking for this man? Grunt conspicuously? If you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me. Wait, why? I saw him approaching from the pillar chamber. Told him to stop, to step away from halfway turf. But that bastard, he cast a spell on me. That handsome, huh? What? No. He was as ugly as the rest of you. Ouch. I saw him approaching. He wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words, and I suddenly happily allowed him to pass. A charm of some kind. I was helpless, like a kitten. I hate kittens. You hate kittens? Yes, any child beast, really. They are too weak to survive on their own. That is a disgusting feature of adolescence. What can you tell me about him? He had slightly darker skin, unlike most pale humans in Norvik. He carried a backpack and several things, tools. That's not very specific. You want wordy? Go ask a poet. Fret not, my lady. I will avenge your honor. I swear it. Which direction did he go? Through the south cave. She points towards the damp tunnel towards the slope. I warned him about the monsters as he walked away because of that darn spell. I would have hoped for him to be dinner for some hook horror or dark mantle, but the bastard turned invisible as he entered the tunnel. I hate wizards. Can't stand those nerds, dude. Bugbear lets out a grunt. I defeated the skeletons of the crypts, by the way. No biggie, just what I do. You know, I'm the cleric. I selected the wrong one. What's it like working with the HWBT? They are good. Lady Sageleaf is a great leader. Her power is overwhelming. Lady Sageleaf is a weak, inefficient leader. No, I'm not saying that. That's too scary. I agree. That little goblin woman is enough to break a dozen men. Or more. She looked away for a moment. I've been given a life here, a purpose. While I do not enjoy living among your kind, the goblins are fine people. Not you in particular, Weasel. I don't think I deserve to be called that. I think it's a pretty good nickname for you, Snell. Fuck off. The bugbear chortles. Do you do anything else, Danny? A hobby? No. I do tend to some gardening duty as well. Keeping the dampness to an appropriate level and communing with Lord Pooh when the Dark Elf requires it. The Druid, has she taught you magic? No. The sun has shown me tricks. I have no interest in magic and its foul nature. So you've got a green thumb, eh? No, but I serve well nonetheless. You get to fight a lot of monsters down here? Yeah. They often break into the upper city below. It is mostly minor monsters, sometimes a large one. At times undead. Fought a ghoul last month. Easy kill, not too interesting. It is my pleasure to best a dangerous foe. Other questions. I defeated the skeleton in the crypts. You did? Well, she looks you up and down. I'm impressed. Cool. Hey, is Nessan okay? Moongor doesn't turn around and just grunts at you. Do not disturb her, not that you would be able to. She is deep in meditation, far from here. Leave her alone. Yeah, okay. I'm just asking if she's okay. Can I have this spell scroll? No, of course not. I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away. Please? Okay. Alright, latest. I'm not gonna bother you. Whoa! Hey, buddy. It looks at you with stalky eyes. You stand in the roots chamber. Lord Reckham has moved here with his family. Several smaller hail snails cluster around the massive patriarch. The air is cold, frigid even. As you approach, the great snail's eye stalks focus on you. A clicking sound, both faint and loud at once. Recognition. Approach Lord Reckham. You step closer to the massive snail. The smaller ones part slightly, making room for you. The clicking intensifies. A greeting, perhaps. They seem comfortable here. Yeah, the roots has good moisture levels, and it's cold enough for them without being too cold for us. Lady Sageleaf is less than thrilled, but she's allowing it for now. Count the smaller snails. You count them carefully. 5. No, 6 small snails. Good. They said 6. Alright, let's talk to them. Yes. The clicking transforms into words as your spell takes hold. little friend. You freed us. Lord Reckham's voice is slow, deliberate, like each word costs him great effort. You're welcome, Lord Reckham. Grateful we are. My children, they thank you. The smallest snails click in unison. How are you feeling? Warm, warmer. The cold sleep fades. Soon, we move again. So you won't stay here? For now, yes. Oh, yeah. This place, it is good. Moisture, darkness, peace. We will stay. Do you need anything? No, little friend. You have given enough. We are content. That's all I wanted to say. Little guy deserves reward. The giant snail slowly unveils something shiny from its mouth. Treasure of family. Whoa. Slimy gemstone. We are eternally grateful. He glares at the giant gem, then gives you a thumbs up. Thank you, Lord Reckham. Have a good one, mate. Cool, dude. +1 charisma, -1 intelligence. Yeah, right. Cool. Let's go see what's down this hallway now. Hey, guys. The goblins are reclaiming the tunnel east. It's gotten real hot down there. Yeah, right. Okay. Fair enough. Should we... I don't know if I want to go through to this dangerous area yet. I kind of want to go back up top, especially so we can do the greatest quest in the game. What is the greatest quest? I'll show you. I'll show you the greatest quest in this game. Really, it's no bother. Where am I? Taking a step forward, you touch a thin cord. Something soft lashes itself around your ankle. A contraption is now in motion. There is no time. It is a... Avoid the trap. DC 21. It's impossible. It's a 4. It's a 3. It tightens around your boot. With a violent tug, you're forced to the ground, hitting the back of your head on the steps. Before you can even react, your entire body has been dragged over the edge. Flail and scream. You're falling, but not far. With a painful snap, your descent is stopped, and now you're simply left hanging. Seems like I'm in a bit of a pickle, Snell. The goblin leans out over the edge with a frown. The mechanism is below. I can't reach it. I can try to grab you once you make it up here, but you gotta do most of the work yourself. Can't you go get a rope or something? No time. Just take a deep breath. You can make it. Look up at the rope. It's snared tight around your boot, should keep you hanging for a long time. You see how it's connected to a series of pitons wedged below and in the side of the stone walkway. Next to you is a hanging rock. It acts as a counterweight. Call for help? So what's the plan here? You're going for somebody help or just a guttural fear-inducing howl? Howl for your life, dude. Your voice echoes up and down the stone spirals. After a few seconds, it fades. If you don't shut up, I'll cut the damn rope. Now climb. Alright, let's do it. A deep breath. You heave yourself forward, grabbing the rope attached to your ankle. Your muscles strain. Pain. Your weight is too much. You've been hanging here for too long. You must try again. Your quest cannot end here. A deep breath. Heal, 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 heal. Oh my god, I have 6 exhaustion? Too much. Three of the worst rolls you've ever seen. I need to heal. DC 2. Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. final deep breath, you feel the numbness spread as you heave upwards, one gloved hand grabbing the rope, then another. Through sheer power, you pull your entire body weight upwards, climbing higher and higher until a green claw grabs your hand. Your goblin companion groans as he helps you up. You roll over the edge. Get the rope off. Remove the lashed rope. You rip it off, toss it to the side. Free, safe. What kind of evil piece of shit makes a trap like that? A skilled hunter, most likely. No mechanical contraption, just a series of batons and strong rope. Fucking hell. You realize you've been holding your breath. Your lips are probably turning blue. I need to breathe. Air fills your lungs. You are alive. Check out the rope. Extremely sturdy rope. Thick, soft to the touch. You do not know the name of this material. Must be exotic. At the knots, you see a series of burned-in letters. Someone's left a message on the ends of the rope itself. Behold, bulbous slot. Kraid. A fanged predator sleeping in the waters below. Right. The rage watches you. Don't know what that means, but I don't like the look of it. It's Kraid. Thanks, Snell. That was a nasty trap. I don't think I would have noticed it either. Your companion looks disturbed. Alright, let's go. Yo. Oh, I could be grabbing these mushrooms? It's kind of hard to tell. They have like a white outline because they're white. Yo? Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's apply this prepare spells. Charm person. Grace could be good. Speak with animals for sure. Done. Very good. Can I do this now? Nah, okay. Okay. Pot was recently emptied. You can still see remnants of the dust at the bottom. It calls to you. Pick up the pot. Your hands grasp it. Soon you will be home. You're not serious. Oh god, you're serious. No, you can't. It's a damn pot. I'm ready to leave. I've got a pot now. Fantastic, dude. Oh, am I going to use it as a helmet? Yeah, okay. The pot is on. I love it. Intelligence and Constitution. Yeah, dude. I am Potman. What a good item. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Don't mind me. Just taking stuff. Thanks, game. Okay. So we've got a quest. Try checking around Water Lane in the morning. Okay, let's go there right now. Kitty! Oh, no, man. Oh, wait. I got more spell slots. We're talking to Kitty. What do you know about the tea shop, kitty? The cat does not turn to look at you. You are not worthy. Who are you voting for in the election? The cat stares at some seagulls flying high above. Cutthroat, sharp, eyes on the prize, a free strider, no doubt. Alright, talk to kitty. You place your palm in front of your face and whisper. Everything is words, dude. As you do, the subtle movements of the cat appear not so subtle anymore. Then it snaps, and your mind appears to translate it all into a form you understand. Hello, cat. Sir Treban. You hear a loud scoff coming out of the tiny creature. Been a long time since one of you brutes learned to speak. Do not call me cat. That is an idiotic way to greet someone. I'm Sir Treban. Of the stones and the waters, you shall address me as such. Of course, Sir Treban. The cat speaks in a jaded, regal tone. It is adorable. The goblin looks at the cat and then back to you. Neat. You go ahead and interrogate this cat. I'll be here when you're done. I'll be frank, Humano. Never cared too much for your kind. Humano? You don't... Understandable. Understandable, Sir Treban. The brute is subservient, eh? Fitting for your kind. Well, what do you want? I'm not sharing prey with you, if that is what you're expecting. Snell, did you want to ask Sir Treban something? Oh, that's his name? Sweet. Ask him what he thinks about goblins. Sir Treban, tell me of your thoughts of the goblins. What do you want about? That translate into, excuse me, what do you mean by that in cat speech? The green guys. Ah, you mean the munchkins? They are annoying, but not worse than your kind. Okay, thanks. Turn to Snell. He calls you a munchkin. A munchkin? That hit a sore spot. What did I do? What's it like being a cat, dude? Cat hisses. He really doesn't like that word. What's it like being a feline? I am a shadow. I move unseen. I hunt. I stalk. You would not understand, brute. For you are clearly so far below the default, you cannot ever truly comprehend what it's like. You see anything suspicious, dude? You. Ouch. So you live out here, do you? Of course not. Don't be daft. I live in a wandering chicken. Under the earth. As any respectable creature would. A wandering... What are you talking about? Can you repeat that? No. He makes an annoyed tisk sound. Now, Vete, can I come visit you in your chicken house? I suppose I cannot stop you. Though my homestay servant is quite the eccentric woman. So do with that knowledge as you will. All cat people are good. Feed his ego enough to get actual answers. Oh, come on, dude. I need this. Oh. I need this! Just say something nice about his whiskers. No, I'm not saying that. It's the worst thing you could say. I like your whiskers, cat. He hisses. Shit, right, he doesn't like being called that. Sorry, can I try again? The cat scoffs the way a 40-year-old fisherman scoffs at an ambitious teenager. That is a very specific... yeah, redo. We're doing this right. What is this? Why am I rolling so poorly? Yeah. Plus 6 DC, you're exhausted. Thank you. You want real answers? Feed his ego. Easiest way to do that is to compliment him, but not soft compliments. Hard compliments. You are a legendary creature of the dusk and dawn, Sir Treban. The coast trembles at your appearance and longs for your presence. Yes, well, the cat mumbles. Bards will surely write songs of my accomplishments. That is true. They will. Now, is there anything else you can think of that would be useful for me to hear? The cat yawns. Then he says, will you go away if I do? Absolutely. He sighs in a deep grumble, the type of noise you did not expect to come out of a cat. Fine. The blue fire awoke me from my slumber. Had I been closer, my whispers would have been fried. Go on. Well, blue fire? Who's telling the story? Do not interrupt me, brute. I wanted to know who'd caused this ruckus in my territory, so I kept watch. The green munchkins ran away like crazy, trying to put out the flames. I saw a brute like you, but in garish yellow cloth being interrogated by some of them. Men in yellow? Free strider? And once the fire was out, which did not take long, the one who should have wings appeared. The one who should have wings appeared? A celestial. On her orders, what do you call it? Tea shop? Yes, they hammered it shut, then it did something. Wave and glow on it. That's it. I have more questions, maybe? Okay, I'm out. Latest. Thanks, man. Good talk. Now, we want to go to the water lane, and fastest way to the water lane from here is actually probably... It's actually back the way we came from. Boop. So I don't know exactly what we're looking for, to be honest. I never noticed this. You approach the goods hatch. A very small goods hatch. The whole building appears to have been repurposed into a warehouse. Otherwise, making it this tiny would have been very silly. Don't think the free riders would be too happy with someone sneaking in through the roof. The goblin squats down and grabs the rusty hang lock. We won't do that right now. We haven't been able to get in here. Oh, no, I don't want to deal with you. Hey! Oss, Chief of Security. Oss is standing at the street corner. Behind him, a large crate of milk bottles. Cleric, leave, be gone. Is this the milk run? Can I help? No, please? He growls. In an adorable way, you see him stop his growling. He thinks to himself, something. A scheme? But then the kobold turns around and starts picking up bottles. I have a bottle of milk? He hands them to you, one by one. You are now milk delivery human. You are on the milk run. I'm gonna be so rich, dude. Human, listen up. Each bottle is special, very expensive. You must deliver it to rich people. Make them buy. The price is 4,000 crowns. That's incredibly expensive, dude. That's ridiculous. It is good milk. After you sell them all, you come to me. On election day, that is when we count money. Each costs 2,000 crowns? For one bottle of milk. Yeah. You sell all, you get 20,000 crowns. That is math. I mean, yeah, it is, but it's... Yeah, okay. That is math, dude. So 4,000 each. I have 5. Yeah, it's 20,000. On election day, you pay me 10,000 crown. That is... Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Recoup? Recoup. I get 10, you get 10. That is recoup. What happens if I don't sell them all? Expensive milk. Good milk. If cleric cannot sell, cleric pays 10,000. Who do I sell it to? Stupid human. Rich human. Milk lover. Ah. Find and sell. Easy. Even cleric can do. Okay. Good. We're doing the quest. Cleric, come talk on election day. Bring money. Now go. Be gone. Goodbye. You do whatever you want, cleric, but please don't even think about asking me to buy one, Snell. What if I drink the milk? No! Or do as you wish. If cleric does, cleric will pay. Either way, I get rich. So you're just hanging out down here? No? Go away. I will not talk to cleric. Seems like he's on the mood to talk. Halfway thrall. Who's funding this operation? I am. I get from producer, then transport, then sell. It is milk run. It is big profit. Then I... No more questions. I am busy. Who do I sell the milk to? This guy. This kobold. +1 strength, -5 constitution. What is this? Oh, it's a little statue. Right, right. We've seen that. We've seen that. I think I need persuasion. I need so much persuasion, dude. I don't have anything for persuasion. I have nothing. Wowzers. Okay. I could do anything so long as it doesn't involve strength. Like, look at that strength. That is actually devastating. Oh. I can do that. Who can I sell this bottle of milk to? What idiot is going to buy this? Would you buy it? I have some personal questions. How about milk? Can you give me some mind healing? Yeah, okay. What is happening? I just wanted to sell you milk, dude. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm accepting quests. I don't know what they are. I'm out of here. You talk too much, dude. Too much reading. I'm just a man wanting to sell milk, you know? I don't want your life story. Oh. No. I don't want anything to do with this faction. What's there to do? I could talk to the bird. Hey, Snow, can you help me out? I have 6 levels of exhaustion. Did you know that? Whoa, what are you fellas up to? The boy greets you with a hesitant, collective grunt and mumble. Oh, the kid mouths and glares at you. He's terrified. What are you doing here? Well, that's my question. You boys loitering here or what? Loitering? It's a meeting, an important meeting. Could you leave? No. You see him nervously glance to his friends who sit quietly, attempting to not meet your gaze. It's just, look, you really screwed us over on Water Lane. We'd worked hard to put a stop to that illegal newspaper. For the city. You stole from them and tried to burn their hard work. We seized contraband, more like. Now look, we're going to start the meeting. Don't interrupt. He glares at Snell for a second. Alright. Novikian resistant members, thank you for attending today's meeting. Shut up, Goblin, says the lanky kid and sparks a tiny fire from his hands. Do you think you look cool doing that, damn child? Esoteric Initiate Earth Nisei here.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Then he mutters, Master of Whisperers. These kids are cringe, dude. No, you're the best help, dude. Don't you worry. Thank you, Cleric, he says with a tired expression. This is a joke, right? No! Cleric, we might not be many right here, but there are tons of members of the Novikian resistance around the city. This is a serious political movement. He gives the three other kids a nervous look. I mean, we're getting there. He claps his fist to his chest. Meeting begins! When do we go home? No, there's not that much to talk about, right? Sure. Let him babble. The short guy with the weird beard. A halfling or dwarf? Just a short human? A resistance movement member? We don't have too much info on the other group, but there's this guy we call Shield Guard. He's in the palace. Probably a cleric who knew magic and stuff. Just like he told us about the chant being printed here in Tolstad, this time he'd let us know about another problem. An even bigger threat. Free Striders? No, it's... No, wait, yes! It is the Free Striders. I knew it. He told me that the Ascalia Reeds Trade Company, that's a Free Strider company, they apparently have some very important documents hidden in their offices on Water Lane. Specifically, a contract for a deal called the Harbor Accords. He wants us to... Actually, he didn't specify what we should do. He never really does, but he strongly implied that we should seize it for the state. But, you know, without being detected. Stealthily. He wants you to steal from a Free Strider company. Tell me more about the contract. It's apparently very secretive, but the contract is kept inside of the office. What do you know about the company? Evil Free Strider parasite sucking the city from its resources. It's all made clear in our manifesto. Can I read it? No, it's members only. You only get to read the manifesto of the organization after you've already joined? Yes. Don't join. It's apparently hidden behind a mirror. The info wasn't very specific, but hey, how many mirrors can they have, right? Unless the cleric here wants to help do it, then sure, we'll skip. Don't you guys have jobs to do? The kid gives you a blank expression. He glances to his friends, who all seem to avoid his gaze before lowering his eyes. He stares at the floor of the roller mill. He replies, we're doing important work here. You're all unemployed. They're awfully quiet. I'm actually, I work on Water Lane on some days. The magic kid raises his hand. I used to deliver milk. It's a seasonal thing. Rollo worked at the fishery. Those assholes fired me for not keeping up a bullshit quota. So yeah, cleric, we would have proper jobs if this city wasn't so infected. Infected with what, sorry? I can recommend you boys into the Earth Guard. What? The blonde kid looks at you with confused, darting eyes. It has not sunk in yet. Yeah, you get fast-tracked into training. The kid starts muttering to himself. Intense fear suddenly washes over him. But that's pointed at the kid who keeps casting cantrips. And you could be a cleric one day. The lanky boy begins to speak, but stops himself. He realizes you are correct, and he appears frightened over the possibility. Take out some paper and write them on an official recommendation each. They look stunned as you hand over the papers to them. Are you serious? Earthguard? Isn't that clerics? Lots of different Earthguard, from street watchers to equestrians. You'd make a great wall enforcer, big guy. Oh, wall enforcer? Like with armor? Huh, I thought only nobles could be equestrians. No, they changed that. Read about it in the paper. Through being a street watcher seems like a bit of a shit job, though. As his friends speak, the blonde kid looks at his recommendation in belief. So this is... more bodies into the machine, dude. The boys will make fine warriors. Of course, if you fail, they might reject the whole idea. These kids probably won't listen, but maybe. A job, take it or leave it. I can't do that. I'm gonna fail. He nods. I'll think about it. We all will. Alright, that's it. What? That's just outright stealing, isn't it? Kargameshian vendor. Beneath the shadow of a gnarly statue sits a girl wrapped in colorful garments, wearing some sort of hat with an attached veil covering her face. On the ground around her, upon a fancy rug, you see an assortment of strange trinkets. Magic items. You feel the room rumble. She tries to say something, but is clearly unable due to her heavy layers of insulation. Funny of you to ask. I'm actually voting for the... She lifts off a small arm from underneath the layers, ripping the hat mask from her face. I say, gods, it's so cold here. You see how her skin has a faint blue tint. That, along with her small figure, makes it obvious to you she is a halfling. Do you carry that statue around? Would that impress you? She taps the statue behind her with an evil grin. Let me introduce us formally. This here behind me is my guardian, Cruelwing. Winged cruelty? Flying evil? Something like that. I call him Faloo. Him? The one and only. As for me, I am Oyugi. Well, I don't know. The traveling wind. She who brings that which tingles around the coast from band to band. Her voice carries in a wonderfully exotic tonal melody. My services are available to you if you have the coin. Let's do it. I'm still getting used to this. What do you call it here? Crown? Yes. Give me your crown and you shall have great treasures. So that you're that Kargameshian vendor that came by the other day. Oh, I am popular then. She gives the goblin a glare. You're affiliated with the dragon I hear about. Everything work out with the application? I did. Send my regards to your queens. Yeah, let's have a look. Is the helmet good? Comprehend languages? Kinda want the helmet. Fine. Do you want to buy some milk? Milk, you say? Yes. From a cow? Yeah. Is it fresh? Yeah. Are you carrying around bottles of milk? Yes. How much would this milk cost? 2,000. How large is this bottle? Interesting. So you'll buy one? No. Very interesting. Understandable. Have a nice day. Hey, kid.
Huh?
To tame a dame. Cool. I've bought everything. Want some milk, kid? I'm okay. Is that a question or statement? It's... I don't know. You wouldn't be able to afford my milk anyhow. The boy squints at you. How much is it? 2,000... He stares at you slack-jawed. That's what I assumed. Yeah, that's a bit out of my budget. Sorry. I intervened between Rollo and Medusa, by the way. Yeah, I heard. That's good. I was worried something bad would happen. But don't tell Rollo I told you to go there, okay? No worries. Tell him what? Wink. Good. Alright. Dexterity? Charisma? Alright. If I'm not mistaken, it's time to talk to a bird. You suddenly watch as the bird lets out an annoyed grunt. What are you looking at, you dumb featherless walker? I don't know what I expect. It speaks! The bird jolts and looks at you sideways. Who is this one who carries a bird-like yet does not carry wings? I'm from the local government. We have some questions for you. The bird lifts its neck up high, a proud beast. I am Faye, defensor of the coast, servant of Saint C. You are no feather, not an enemy, unless you break the oath between our worlds. Oath? What oath? The oath of pieces. Have I talked to you already? I have talked to you already. Alright. I might call it there, actually. Next stream we're doing Resident Evil 4. Bang. And that'll be fun. Esoteric Ebb. The milk quest went in a direction I wasn't quite expecting, to be honest. I didn't think it would just be like, sell milk. I don't know what I was expecting, dude. Well, yeah. I'm outies. Take it easy, y'all. Bye.